It's just a few more days now before the Dina Preston Band goes to Tunisia together. I am one of the 5 members of the band, and I am the one with the least amount of travel experience. So I got some good advice. I think it's good advice. And I got one of these. It's kind of a, I guess in the old days we used to call it a fanny pack or a hip pack. The advantage of this to the billfold, of course, is that I can carry larger items and more of them. One of the main things I'm going to need to keep with me at all times is my passport. So I'm going to put that in there. I can also fit in my usual bank cards and ID. That fits in there easily. I'm not going to be carrying a lot of cash, but I'll put some cash in there too. I'm going to carry around a COVID mask. I don't know that I'm going to be using it, but I'll bring it just in case. Another thing that doesn't fit in my wallet is my COVID vaccination card, and they're going to need to see that at the destination where I'm going. And the good thing about this is it's large enough to fit things like a pen, which does not fit in my billfold very well, and my glasses. I'm going to need those, so that's kind of nice to have around me all the time. I guess you're supposed to wear this under your shirt. So let's see. Put this in fast forward. Let's see, I gotta get this around. It's got an elastic waist to it, or elastic belt. So I'll put this over like that. Anyway, something like that. Here's an important item. Luggage. You know, I picked this up at the Goodwill for $12.50. Perfectly good luggage bag. So I'm very grateful for whoever donated it to the Goodwill. This is an item that I thought was rather cleverly made. It's a power adapter and converter. Because I'm from the US and everything is 120 volts at 60 hertz, and in other countries that's not the case. So what this does is it converts the plug, and it also converts the output to be 120 volts, 60 hertz. But this one also comes with the USB ports. You're going to plug this cable into the power converter like that. Okay, so this is the destination of your, US items that you need to power up. And then you plug this into the wall. But as you know, this is for USA. This little plug adapter is used in many countries in Europe. So you just simply put this on here and you're good to go. Now what's kind of cute about this little power adapter, it's got more choices. So there's one. They say this is good for Ireland. And then there's another one down here like that, which is again US and Japan, but you can turn these blades at a 45-degree angle. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's got kind of an angle to it? That's Australia. At least according to the directions. I've never been to Australia. While I'm there, I'm going to be using a cell phone once in a while, but mostly I'm going to be using my Android tablet. So I need something to charge up the tablet. And this is what I'm going to be bringing. It's a battery type recharger. Okay, let me just turn it on here. When I first bought this and I first turned it on, it's on the display it read 87%. Okay, it took about an hour to get up to 100%. So I'm guessing that if this were completely down to zero, it might take 8 to 10 hours to fully recharge again. But when I'm on the road, I might have a phone that goes near zero and there's no power source nearby, or meaning it would take hours for us to get there and charge it up. So it's going to be convenient if I have a battery with me. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same cord and I just reverse the use of it. So I've got my USB on this side and then my Type-C cord on the outside. That fits into my Android phone. Okay, like that. And what I'm happy to tell you is that I've already charged this thing up to 100%. There it is. So my phone is back up to 100%, and this went down to 84%. Okay, so just in round numbers, what if this went down to 80%? That means I could have charged this thing up 5 times before this battery goes dead. That's pretty good. And it took 90 minutes to get this back to 100%. So there you go. One more thing I like about this item is the light. It's got a flashlight on it. So you press and hold the on button, and then a flashlight turns on. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using a flashlight several times while we're setting up and we're on stage, and it's usually dark back there and you can't see things. So this is going to come in handy a lot. Tunisia, here we come!